Hey, what's up? Just hanging out. And yes, today we are going to talk about hanging. It is my new obsession, and I want to cover the 10 amazing benefits of hanging, how to hang well, and a few things you'll want to avoid so you don't cause your body any dysfunction. Benefit number 1 is increased grip strength. So supposedly as we age, grip strength is one of those markers that the body uses to determine, are we getting old or are we not getting old? So grip strength is actually pretty important at a subtle level, but who doesn't want increased grip strength, right? Hold your coffee mug, be able to hold those weights if you're throwing heavy things around, and generally just feel like you're strong in your hands. I think that's a good thing. So increased grip strength is benefit number 1. Benefit number 2 is core correction, in particular, your deep core and your pelvis. So one thing I talk a lot about on this channel is pelvic instability. I believe it's the hidden root cause of head to toe pain, and hanging can actually help correct your core posture. So what I mean by this is not only your pelvis, your hips, and your entire pelvis region is going to kind of be put more in a natural neutral position when you hang, but it also gives a chance for the muscles in your deep core to find their natural position as well, and perhaps turn on or off if needed. And what I mean by that is sometimes we have glute muscles that are inhibited because they're trying to hang on and keep you stable due to improper core posture, basically, the posture of your pelvis and of your hips. So I think hanging could be a great benefit to those of you who have glute muscles not firing, deep core muscles not firing, because it's going to actually challenge your glutes, your lower abdominals, your entire abs, your diaphragm, your low back muscles to all find their natural neutral position. Benefit number 3 is better organ function, and we all could use that. So the reason hanging benefits your organs is fascia actually wraps all of your organs and of course all the musculature in your abdomen as well as the nerve endings here, and fascia actually holds the organs in place. But your organs need to be able to glide and move in order to function optimally, and tight fascia in the abdomen can contribute to organ dysfunction. By hanging, it actually gives all that fascia a chance to kind of relax and not work so hard. So the organs get a chance to kind of find their natural neutral positions, and brings blood flow down into the abdomen. Benefit number 4 is spine and rib decompression. So there's a lot of talk out there about how good spinal decompression is, but we don't talk enough about rib decompression. This is where your ribs might get sticky and stuck to each other and shortened, and when this happens, your breathing can be affected. Twisting becomes really challenging. Basically it's just not good because suddenly everything is getting squeezed. Your breath can't expand and contract like normal. And then of course, I think you probably already know the benefits of spinal decompression, but hanging allows your spine to actually just kind of let go of itself, decompress, bring more space into those joints and the bursa and the discs and everything in the spine. Benefit number 5 is shoulder injury rehab. So if you have any kind of shoulder injury or loose or lax ligaments in your shoulder, hanging can be wonderful. So this is me, but I am by no means an expert on how to use hanging to rehab shoulder injuries. If that describes you and you're interested in learning more, then I recommend a book by John M. Kirsch, and I will link to that book in the description box below this video. Benefit number 6 is improved shoulder mobility. So we can use hanging to strengthen loose or lax ligaments and the shoulder joint and the muscles that support the shoulder joint, but we can also improve mobility. So we're actually strengthening and lengthening at the same time. Benefit number 7 is this is a really good stretch for your lat muscles, your lats, your latissimus dorsi. These are the big back muscles that actually don't get a lot of work, in most of us if we're not gym rats, but they do get fascially restricted because we don't reach overhead often enough. And so they're kind of chronically contracted, especially if we're doing this all day. So it's a great stretch for your lats. Benefit number 8 is posture correction. So not only can this help your pelvis and your hip and your core posture, it can help everything. So spinal posture all the way up through your neck, your cervical spine. It can help correct and reverse hunchback and sway back. So I think it's pretty amazing overall if you do it consistently for correcting your posture. Benefit number 9 is increased blood circulation, specifically through the arms, because we're encouraging blood to move in a different way than normal. Most of us don't spend any significant amount of time with our arms overhead. Most of the time they're just hanging. So it gives the body a chance to circulate that blood and lymph in a different way. And benefit number 10 is fascia strengthening. So as you probably know, if you've been hanging out with me on this channel, I'm pretty obsessed with fascia. We talk about all things fascia here, but most of the time I'm focused on fascia release. But it's actually important to strengthen our fascia as well. And hanging can be one great way to do that. Hanging is going to challenge the fascia to hold us in that neutral, healthy posture in a strong way while allowing certain things that might need to stretch. Now, there are a bunch of ways to hang, and if you look this up online, you're going to find them, and maybe you want to actually practice those other ways. For example, some people go opposite grip like this. Some people will hang from one arm like that or hang from one arm like this. Some people go wide grip. Some people do thumb under and thumb over. So there's a lot of different ways to do it. The hang that I'm going to show you today is a narrow grip. You can do thumb over, thumb under. And the reason I'm choosing this is because most of us have kind of forward rounded shoulders anyway. And so if we go into a chin up position, we're kind of, you know, scrunching the shoulder joints, closing them a little more. And I personally want to open my armpit area, my lats, get a really good stretch, and then strengthen the back shoulder muscles, those deltoids and the ligaments in there. So I like this just narrow grip pull-up position to hang with. And then I'm also not going to be dead hanging. Dead hanging I think can be great, but I'm not, because I'm rehabbing some loose ligaments and shoulder injuries. All right, let's hang. So I like to start a little bit behind the bar. That way I'm not straining my neck, looking straight up at it. I'm kind of just gazing up. My neck is pretty relaxed. And then I'm going to get my hands situated first. So I want to make sure I have the grip I want while hanging. I like my thumb over the bar. You can do thumb under the bar. Probably good to practice both, but try them out and then use what feels good to you. So I want to make sure to engage my shoulders before I pick my feet up. Then I'm going to slowly drop down into my hang, and you want to make sure while you're hanging that your head is neutral, it's relatively relaxed. Sometimes I might even look up just a little bit. You want to make sure you're not engaging your lower abs and pulling your knees up to hang. You want your lower body to be really relaxed, to just be hanging there. So you're just picking your feet up. You also don't want to have a sway back. So you don't want to kick your feet back towards your butt and arch your back at all. You want your lower body to be nice and loose and only engaged enough to get off the floor. Once you feel like everything is in a really good position, your legs are in a good position, your pelvis is neutral, your spine is decompressing, and your shoulders are slightly engaged if you're like me, then you just hang and you see how long you can actually just sit here in the hanging position. Okay, so how often should you hang? Can you do this, you know, every day? Maybe you have questions about this. If you're like me and you've put a hanging bar in your home, basically every time I pass by, I challenge myself to hang for maybe 30 seconds. And then I do try to build on it. And sometimes I'll time myself, sometimes I won't. So what I like to do if I don't have a hanging bar in my house would be maybe go to a park, find a playground, something to hang off of, and see how long you can hold it, and then you'll do 3 sets basically. Now you could certainly do more than that if you want, but I think that's kind of the bare minimum to have an effective hanging session for yourself. So just time it and see if you can go 1 or 2 seconds more the second time, and then 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, 10 seconds, maybe the third time. If you are really weak with grip strength, if your shoulders are maybe in kind of bad shape like me not that long ago, you might find that actually by the 3rd rep, if you're doing this in a row, you actually can't even hold it for 20 seconds. That was true for me. So if that's true for you, don't worry about it. You'll get stronger. You'll get stronger. You just have to practice. And that's a wrap on this video of the benefits of hanging and how to hang well. I hope you're going to start hanging. Let me know if you are in the comment section below, and let me know your reasons. Did any of the benefits really stand out to you? Is something you want to work on? Are you someone like me who's rehabbing loose ligaments and you want to strengthen your shoulder joints to actually be flexible without endangering those joints? So please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.